Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from Kanye's latest video that shocked the web based on current events in his personal life. We have more on Eminem streaming numbers that show the rapper sees significant year-on-year growth thanks to a recent report of new milestone for the rapper on streaming platform Spotify. And we have more on the Slaughterhouse drama, and King Crook recently addressed Royce's claims a couple of hours ago. So we'll start with Slaughterhouse, and to get you up to speed, Royce claimed that he wasn't aware of Crook and Joel's plans to move on and was caught by surprise when the video for Vacancy dropped. In fact, he described it as, "This is the dumbest ish I've ever seen a smart person do, two smart people together united in stupidity." Of course, King Crook already pulled up receipts that showed that back in 2021, he tried to get things in motion, but never heard back from Royce and Joe Budden. And so far, based on the facts right now, Crook and Joel have got more to back up their claims compared to Royce and Joe Budden, at least right now, and Crook had more to share on the matter. After a user asked, "So what happened with you and Joe? It's always looked from the outside looking in. Well, to me at least, that you had a bond with Joel and Royce, but you and Joe not so much." Crook responded, "I did something I should have never done. I allowed our fans and supporters to believe in an illusion and sat back quietly. That's why if you read the track list, there's a song addressing my mistakes." And to this a user responds, "Being devil's advocate here, Royce's main issue seems to be that he came out of the blue. Do you think you should have let Royce know what you and Joel were doing?" And we got more from Crook that supports the theory that Joe Budden and Royce were dragging their feet. In Joe Budden's case, he even stated that he's got bigger fish to fry when he was asked to address the current situation, a comment that supports the theory. And Crook responds to that question, "I was waiting on a call from him, a call that maybe he didn't know held so much importance. But when it never happened, and everyone went back to their lives as if my recent efforts were meaningless, I just went into the booth and one song became another." I found the whole thing perplexing. Royce has always got something to say online. I remember he even went at 50 Cent at one point, but a phone call to iron out internal issues with Slaughterhouse members was too much. There's a lot more going on that we don't know, in my opinion, that's saved for the album, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Save your thoughts on this for the comments. And moving on, for the year 2021, it was in late March that Eminem surpassed 1 billion streams based on all credits on Spotify. And thanks to a new report, we now know that Eminem is trending upwards in 2022. And based on lead credits this time around, Eminem has now surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify in 2022. Top 3 goes The Eminem Show at 176 million, MMLP at 146 million, and Music to Be Murdered By at 131 million. And this has sparked reactions like, 20 years later and MMLP and The Eminem Show still doing those kind of numbers, fire emoji. And the OP responds, "But apparently his music didn't age well, laughing emojis." The typical Eminem detractors aren't known for being objective or logical, and here's a recent example of what I'm talking about. Brace yourselves for this one. "I ain't never heard a black rapper saying Eminem inspired me during an interview. Like, what the F? Even white rappers don't speak of his influence." And when users brought up receipts, the user states, "Not you looking it up, crying face emojis." And it got worse. "Stop sending me the videos. This man did not do ish for the rap culture." It's all comedy, until you realize the user stating this can probably vote in their country. But jokes aside, heading back to the topic of 1 billion streams in 2 months so far in 2022 for Eminem, some expected more from Relapse based on positive takes on Twitter. A user expands, "Imagine if they streamed Relapse instead of hyping it on Twitter. So essentially, people should focus on more listening and less tweeting." And moving on to the next point today, Kanye's video for Eazy includes scenes of Pete Davidson getting abducted and includes depiction of Kanye holding his severed head. And this has since gone viral and sparked mostly negative reactions, and many focused on Kanye's stance when he dropped JRK in 2019. This is from a man who claims to be saved or born again. Wow, laughing emojis. And to this a user adds, "Exactly, and he's gonna go straight to his Sunday service after this." But some simply believe this is so corny, man. And as the standard, Eminem was brought up to defend Kanye by some after some popular tweets suggested that Kanye has gone too far. A user reacts, Eminem has a whole music video out depicting kidnapping and more with real humans acting it out, and he just performed at the Super Bowl. But God forbid Kanye uses clay figures depicting planting Pete in the dirt with some flowers, laughing emojis. Freedom of expression applies to everyone. It's art, so all is well right now. But based on my observation, most people's critique of this is that it is in quotes corny, since all this is because Pete's with Kim, and at the end of the clip it says, "Just kidding, is fine." But on a side note, some have noticed something quite interesting, as Eminem is used to defend Kanye. Funny how no one listened to any Eminem music, but they all list every song, line, and music video in detail when it suits them / defending their faves. Something doesn't add up, y'all, and to this a user expands, whatever the situation, M's name in their mouths, LOL.